windy.
It's very windy. We didn't know it was this windy.
Peter Pan.
So hopefully you guys will be able to hear us okay. Okay, we're going to... No, you're good. Okay, so hopefully you watched our Pop Century video. Art of Animation is set up very similar, almost identical to Pop Century. So here's your bus stop. We're gonna go in Animation Hall and get out of the wind. Whew. Art has this beautiful wall over here. It's beautiful. I don't know if this is considered is this considered a chandelier with all the sketches on it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
It's a sketchy shit.
It's sketchy. Sketchy here. All right, so all of the sketches all down the wall by check-in. This is going to be check-in right over here. Then we have the arcade and the restrooms in the same exact spot as Pop. Over here is Ink and Paint Shop, which is going to be the gift shop, which will lead into the food court. It is busy. This week is very busy. We talked in our last video about not coming in February because there are too many people. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying between the cheer competitions, the winter breaks, the
Marathon.
Daytona 500, the marathons.
There was the football thing a couple weekends ago.
Football, yeah.
Too much going on. And then that's going to lead into spring break
Yep.
and Easter.
Yeah, you probably get like a week of maybe downtime. before it
Maybe,
picks
yeah.
up again.
Yep. Food court is set up just like Pop Centuries. So you'll find whatever station you want to go to, get a tray, get your food, and then come up here and pay. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. How dare they? Well, okay. I'm just gonna get out of the way a second. Okay. Somebody was hot on our heels there. Well, let's just do Lion King first. It's gonna pull over again, right over here. Okay, so I know we talked about this in the last video a little bit, but Art of Animation is made up of 4 wings. 3 of them are all family suites, and only 1 wing, which is the Little Mermaid wing, are standard rooms. The standard rooms, the Mermaid wing is going to be the farthest from the main area, so farthest from the food court and the bus stop. And it is quite a trek in the evening.
Your speaker work. Hello?
Okay. I like Art of Animation, but I will always pick Pop Century over Art of Animation because we only need the standard rooms. And can't forget Rafiki. The layout of the standard rooms in the Little Mermaid wing versus Pop Century layout is different, and Pop Century offers more, how do I explain it? It's a better, you have more room for your, when we stay, we bring a lot of like food and snacks and stuff. Our kids have food allergies. Here's a little fire pit right over here too. And Mufasa. So the area underneath the TV offers a larger space for us to put like all of our stuff, and that's more convenient for us.
So in a nutshell too, the mermaid rooms to me, the standard mermaid rooms are very similar to the old Disney rooms, 2 beds, not enough room for much anything else.
Yeah.
Whereas Pop Century's updated it. They've got the Murphy bed in now. They put the longer dresser style underneath the TV.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel as if walking into a mermaid room, I almost feel like I'm walking to like an old All-Star where they had the, remember the TV that sat on top of the dresser?
Yeah.
Like attached to it?
I'm not a fan. I don't mind to stay there, but I'm not going to pick it over Pop Century.
It's just like to stay here for the mermaid room. You're just staying here because you might like the mermaid room. It's just, it's for the theme of it, not necessarily the usage. You don't get a lot of usage out of it.
Yeah. Both, I mean, they both share the Skyliner.
Yeah.
The theming over here is better.
Yes.
But it's walking distance from Pop Century. So book Pop Century standard room and then just come over here.
I mean,
It's just across the bridge.
like my biggest thing is the reason I like art is because of all the resorts, it's the most themed resort towards Disney animation. Like all the resorts have like nods to it, but like every inch of this place is like, oh yeah, you're in Disney World. This is you're looking at statues of everything.
We're big Lion King fans, so this is great for us.
Animated movie
Ever.
Fight me.
No, I agree. It's our number one. I mean, we have Scar for crying out loud.
Of course.
I mean, Scar. This is a pet-friendly resort also. So if you have to bring Fido with you.
You typed in everything.
It's really restricted to the Nemo rooms, but we have realized that they are very relaxed. No matter where you stay, as long as it's not like a bigger animal, or as long as you pick up after your animal, for the most part.
Are you sure it's the Nemo rooms?
It's definitely for sure the Nemo rooms, but I think that they're just okay with any place.
I know that we stayed in the Cars wing once, and they asked us if we had a pet.
Yeah.
So
well, they're going to ask regardless because
guess.
I think they have to know for allergen reasons, and in case they want to send like a person to your room for the check or the housekeeping.
It's the only time I've ever been asked. So that's why I thought it was strange.
I know they asked us in what's the resort? The other pet friendly resort, Port Orleans. When we stayed there, they asked if we had an animal room.
I didn't remember. But this is an option. The other pet-friendly rooms are, like you said, Port Orleans Riverside, and the Yacht Club.
Is it the yacht? Yeah, but definitely.
For sure, the Yacht Club, and then of course the campground allows dogs.
Yeah.
So we've made it over here to the Little Mermaid area. You know, another thing I don't care for over here, and I don't know why, I think I'm just weird, the pool. I don't know why I don't like this pool over here.
I really don't remember the pool much.
We have stayed over here a couple times, and I don't know what it
I've
is.
just never been big on arts pools, except, I mean, even Like we've gone to the Cars pool plenty of times, but I really like that because it's
Yeah, no, I do
the
like
Cozy
that for
Cone,
sure.
Cabana type
Yeah.
style. Other than that, like I've never even been in the big blue pool, and that's like the hyped pool
Yeah.
at this resort.
The theming over here is great.
Yeah, you got your dingle hoppers, you've got your snarflax.
I think we just passed the Snarflat. Statue of Prince Eric.
My only problem with the mermaid side is that isn't there a mermaid references at one of the other resorts? I think there was something where there was a mermaid reference at another resort, and I was just like, why do they have mermaids here and at the other resort?
Oh.
Oh no, isn't they changed?
Are you thinking of Tiana?
No,
No?
I think
Okay.
they changed the pirate rooms to mermaid rooms.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is. Got
And for those who didn't
Sebastian.
know,
Uh-huh.
For those who didn't know, the only reason why this is the only side that has standard rooms is because originally this was the second phase of Pop Century's resort, which this was all supposed to be this identical mirrored style of Pop Century.
Yeah.
But when that idea got scrapped, this was already built, so they kept this
It was already started, yeah.
Yeah.
It sat for years, I think.
several years. Because Pop opened in 2008. When did Pop
Oh.
open? Ooh, I don't remember. But either way it goes, Art opened, I think 4 or 5 years later.
Are you thinking around the 2001 time frame? 2000, 2001 or 2?
2000. I was thinking later than that, but it might have
You were
been.
thinking later than that?
Yeah.
I think it's in that time frame.
I have to look it up, but I know that it had been a project for a very long time.
I smell the laundry.
Yep.
There's always laundry. Well, almost always. Or, I guess I shouldn't say
Generally,
always.
yeah,
Generally,
there's always
it's a better
laundry.
word. Laundry rooms at the pools.
They're usually always occupied, especially in the morning.
Yeah, I have had to do some laundry from time to time.
Yes, because we've stayed here. We stayed at Disney Resorts, as you said, many a times
'Cause-
for long periods of time.
Because sometimes we live here.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Life is a struggle. Sometimes you gotta live in hotels.
I
on
know.
Disney property.
Sometimes you have to live at Disney World, sometimes you don't. It's a wild ride. Ariel and Flounder over here. God, it feels good in the sun, doesn't it? I don't want to go in the shade.
Let's just start off by saying it's not 70 degrees today.
Sunny and 66.
It's windy.
I didn't realize it was windy. I left my sweater in the car.
I'm wearing a long sleeve jacket / coat thing.
Coat thing.
Not happy about it.
No, not happy about it.
That's okay. Because after this cold spell goes away, it'll be obliterating and hot.
Oh, feels good.
Yeah, the other thing, like I always say too, I don't mind staying in the back of the resort because I mean, if it was up to me, if I could, I would just drive to the parks I'm going to. I wouldn't even rely on Disney transportation if I'm going to get a room in the back.
Yeah.
Just makes it easy. It's like, yeah.
My issue with staying here, this has happened to us more than one time. You get to your room all the way back here
Yes.
and your magic band doesn't work on your door
Yes.
or your phone doesn't work on the door. And then you're like, you have 2 kids and 2 suitcases and a blind husband and you're madder than mad.
Yeah, because their only thing is you'll have to go all the way back.
You gotta go all the way back. And then sometimes it happens again.
Yeah.
And sometimes you go to the front desk and they see in your eyes that you're defeated. And they're like, we're so sorry. Oh gosh, I gotta take this. I would just point this way. I'll be right back.
No problem. Yeah, my biggest tip, of course, is if you're staying on property, no matter what, just stop at the front desk at some point in time. Just get a room key just in case. That way you have confirmation from them that they've put that room key, they've assigned that room key to your door. Because sometimes magic bands don't work, sometimes the phone doesn't work, sometimes the door just doesn't work. But at least there's backup. So. Yeah, we figured we'd start you off on the far side first. Like we said, we love staying at the Mermaid area. It is going to be the saves you a little bit of money staying at the standard room than it does staying at the suites. I've always said that this is, even though it's considered a value resort, Art of Animation's priced at deluxe almost because of the concept that it's a suite. You might be renting about, I'd say probably about $400 or more on one of the suites, whereas the standard memory rooms might be able to get for about, I think the cheapest one time we got was $220 something. Can't remember exactly how much. That's pretty much the going rate sometimes for a lot of the value resorts, especially if you have like a last minute stay. But of course, the one thing too, staying at a value, gets a lot of traffic, especially like I said, this time of year. It's lots of activities going on. School is out up north. Like we said, we've had the Pro Bowl that came through a couple weeks ago. We had the Daytona 500 that unfortunately got rained out for the weekend, but did happen on Monday. And a lot of people are still here for the marathons. There's some cheer competitions. I believe there was a soccer tournament also here. So a lot of traffic for the month of February. And I know all about traveling to Florida in February. It was like a staple when I was younger. Every year for my birthday, coincidentally, which is today. But overall, the value resorts I feel is just the most comfortable. If you've never been to Disney, or even if you go to Disney all the time, I feel as if a value resort is kind of like the best of both worlds. It gives you that Disney vacation appeal, but without the hecticness of what Disney does and the other resorts. I've stayed at a lot of the Disney resorts. I've stayed at the Contemporary. I've stayed at one of the beach and yacht clubs. Can't remember exactly which one. Stay at the Boardwalk. It just seems more relaxed at a value resort, though, than it does staying at a deluxe or even a moderate. And even though we say, like, Little Memory Room is the farthest away from the main building, it's not too bad. It's maybe like 5-6 minutes of walking. It's just that compared to the other parts of the resort, it does seem a bit farther out. But, you know, when you've stayed at, like, Caribbean Beach, this is a cakewalk. If you can walk around Caribbean Beach, you can walk around Art of Animation. Caribbean Beach is, like, the biggest resort. I think it took over an hour for us to walk the entire resort one time. Well over an hour, I think.
So sorry about that.
Hmm?
Were you entertaining them or no?
A little bit, just talking, just.
Okay.
Is that the office?
No. It was Jack.
Oh.
Okay.
Jack Sparrow.
Captain. Jack Sparrow. Savvy. We stayed, last time we stayed here, we stayed in one of those rooms right there. Okay. I don't know what I was talking about.
I did say about the pricing between the standard room and the family suites.
Oh.
It's like a difference of $200 depending on the time frame.
It is cheaper to get 2 standard rooms rather than get 1 family suite. And family suites cost the same as
As a deluxe.
a deluxe resort.
In the original Wilbur, Scuttle is a boy, but in the new one, Scuttle is a girl.
Sorry, I'm having to juggle multiple people again.
The Scuttle, but the what?
Also, it's Charles's birthday today, everyone. So, happy birthday! Happy birthday, babe.
I mentioned that.
You did? You told him it was your birthday?
It was a little subtle.
It was subtle.
It's just another day to me.
Don't send too many gifts, but do subscribe to the channel.
Yeah,
It's required on his birthday.
that's my birthday present. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Channel?
What is it?
It's the
Is it a channel?
Yep, it's the channel now.
Subscribe to the channel.
Like this video, comment
On all the videos.
all the videos, tell your friends, tell your enemies.
I think we do have our. Do we not have a Venmo account? Oh no, that's a. Yeah, it's our YouTube channel.
I think we do.
Yeah, it's listed.
Really, I want the subscribers.
Hi. You want the subscribers, not the money.
I want the subscribers.
We want both.
Money will come. Money will come with the subscribers. If you film it,
They will come.
they will come. Are we at the water side now?
Yeah, we're back behind the
Let's
Lion King rooms.
let's walk the length of the resort, and then we'll come back at the cars area, and then work our way back to Nemo.
Listen, I'll do what I want.
There's a lot of winding in it.
I can't wait to get there though. That is my favorite. Oh, did I just say Lion King was my favorite?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so we've never stayed at the Lion King, but
No.
I love walking through the Lion because it's the Lion King. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the rooms. I've seen the rooms.
Yeah.
I don't like the very wild, colorful approach because I think there's a lot of the bug references from the Hakuna Matata. There's a lot of that in there. I wasn't a fan of the room.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that my favorite part of this resort is Cars, but I love the movie Cars, but because if you've been to Disneyland then
Yes.
and California Adventure, you know about Cars Land, and that's one of my favorite parts of Disneyland.
See, the thing is, too, is, like I said, with the Lion King, the rooms are just too colorful. They just made it like just a plane, not a plane, but like something more towards the movie, like Pride Rock, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then I'd be okay with it. As far as Cars, though, it seems as if
Yeah.
they put all the effort
Oh
into
my
the
God,
scenery.
I agree.
Between the vehicles that they put
Yeah.
out, the fact that you have the cozy cone by the pool,
Yeah.
even the bathroom. The bathroom and the locker area by the pool is, I think it's what's the guy, Sarge's garage, or Phil's garage, Fillmore.
Fillmore. Okay.
And then they also have Sarge's surplus.
Yeah.
Because we have enough surplus.
I think it's great. Oh yeah, this is a dog area right here.
Okay. And we're by Nemo?
We're behind Nemo.
Behind Nemo?
Yeah,
Okay.
out here by the water.
Like, so, you know, like you're saying, like when we say dog-friendly resort, technically, like I said, there's specific rooms that they want the dogs to be in, but at the same time, they're not gonna deny.
Fun facts about the movies out here.
Oh yeah.
Like where Pop Century has their signs. We've made it all the way back here to the back side. So the main pool is up towards the main building. They do have some restrooms right out here. And then the Skyliner is here, the Skyliner station, and then the bridge to Pop Century. It's pretty out here by the lake. If you like this woodsy kind of look, I would recommend Port Orleans. Riverside and Riverside has a lot of outdoorsy, quiet, woodsy,
Scenic nature.
yeah. And they have different wings as well. And we've done a video on Port Orleans. So if you want to check that out, it gives you an idea of where you might want to stay. They're themed a little differently. Totally tubular, dude.
Job. You know, a little cuckoo chew. Totally could have been the voice of Crush.
Yep.
And
You could be the voice of a lot of people.
yeah. If Disney ever needs a voiceover, I'm your guy. Start doing videos where it's like, once we get to a certain area, I just have a different voice to theme to the area.
He's gonna be calling back in a little bit too. Do you guys ever have those days where 100 people need your attention? And it's like you can't even get out of the house because 5 people have you on Messenger. And it's like then it's something else, and then it's something else, and then you get somewhere and it's something else. And
But it's always on the days where you have something else going
Yes.
on. There'll be a day where it's like,
Yes.
didn't do anything yesterday.
we were
Nobody said
home,
anything.
right? We were home yesterday. And then last night, everybody and their mom at one time is blowing up my phone. My phone goes off all day long, every day, all day, every day. But last night it was multiple people.
It gets so bad that her phone goes off so much that my phone starts going off because she has to use my phone
I
to relay some.
I sometimes have to juggle both phones. It's so ridiculous. I'm not important. That's the thing. I don't know what everyone wants from me.
I'm new. If it's got something to do with Disney, you're gonna
It is.
If you don't already know.
Yeah. I was a travel agent. Well, I'm still a travel agent. I'm a certified travel agent, but I did travel agent work before this. I'm not employed as a travel agent right now, though. But yes, I'm the go-to.
Unless you want to book her services.
Yeah, we're great guides.
Yeah.
We can't. That's not. You can't charge people to do that anymore. But
Or I should say, we're like, I can't say I'm a good guide since I can't see, but I can navigate the crap
yeah,
out of somebody.
yeah, he knows. Yeah, it's just. And then it's like everybody needs something at the same time. And I've got people like, oh, I'm coming, 2 people coming mid-March. And I'm like, yeah, don't do that. Not a good time.
I mean,
0
look,
out of 10.
It's understandable because a lot of times that's just when people can do it.
I know,
It's,
but
I don't want to say cliche, but it's kind of like that's just a normal thing.
I
But
know.
especially with us living here, I would never advise it.
No, I don't want you guys. I don't want you to come. I know that if you have to, you'd rather come during busy than not come at all. I get that. It's not going to be great.
It's just like prior to moving here back in 2008, I vacationed here quite often. At least, I mean, at one
This
point in
week,
time,
you were always here this week,
because this is my birthday. So
Yeah.
we always came for my birthday.
and it's winter
So
break up there.
I always knew it's always busy February,
Yeah,
and it does get busy, of course, after spring break.
yeah,
That's just the way that they go.
yeah. So we've made it to Carsland. I started to
Yeah.
say Carsland. I wish it was Carsland. So we've made it to the Cars wing of the resort. So,
Like
Fillmore's.
Radiator Spring.
This is the Cozy Cone Pool.
Yes. So there are, how many cabanas are there?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 maybe?
Okay. So they're basically cabanas. They're basically sheltered spaces.
Uh-huh.
First come, first serve. There's no reservations for it. You just
No, it's free.
it's free.
You don't have to pay for these cabanas. We've always had great luck getting here and getting one. If not, there's plenty of chairs. But this is great. I love this. The theming over here is just perfect.
I think it's also too because they have the cars, vehicles just out and about.
Yeah.
It's more picture opportunities.
Yeah.
Because like you go over there by Nemo, there's not a lot of picture spots by Nemo.
Yeah, I agree with that. Here's Sarge's surplus hut.
Ooh, honey, surplus. We have enough surplus.
The pool is not a big pool, and it's also not a kiddie pool, but
But it gets the job done.
yeah.
I've only seen it crowded here one time, and I think it was because it was an obnoxiously hot day.
Yeah.
And the Big Blue Pool, which is the main pool, Nemo's pool,
Yeah.
that was probably just super crowded. Usually if the main pool gets super crowded, the other pools are going to be just as crowded.
Well, the funny thing is as busy as it is down here right now, most of these cabanas are open.
Well,
Most of them are empty.
It's also 67 degrees, and most people are still at the park.
But the people that are in the pool right now are
not
not
doing
using
it.
the.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Now again, the other thing I've noticed too, this is why I think that we're weird. Like
I
me
know
and
we're
my
weird.
kids, we can stay at the pool for hours at a time. I've sat there and I've noticed people stay at the pool for 20 minutes.
It is true. That is true. We've noticed that.
So like, be forewarned. If you see us at the Cozy Cone Pool in a cabana, oh, we're gonna be here longer than you are.
Yeah. It is funny that people just come and go so quickly.
It's like 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes, then they're done. But I've always been that way. I've always been. I mean, my dad knew he could send me to the pool and he could check back in 2.5 hours, and I'm still in that pool. I'm as wrinkled and pruned as
Yeah.
anything else.
Now, I'm just gonna show Tomato real quick. And this sign, there's people taking pictures, but I like these Route 66 signs too.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
See how everything's just so themed? It's just everything. That's where the restrooms are in there. Okay, well, it's gonna get loud in just a second, but we're gonna walk through.
Remember those days?
It's the big Radiator Springs sign. And the sheriff. And now we have arrived at the Nemo Wing. Those birds do go off sometimes too.
2,500. We have a monthly stipend they got, you know? Kinda. You know.
Oh, you want to play?
Nice shirt.
You want to play?
You should have ordered it.
Do you want to walk over by the pool?
We can. I know we can't show too much of it.
Yeah.
It's really up to you at that one.
The main pool, the Big Blue Pool, is the biggest pool on Disney property. And then just on the other side of it is the kiddie pool. And it's just a real shallow little pool that has little sprinklers. The only thing about that, and it's a big area, it's a nice big area. The only thing about that is that it's not gated separately from the main pool. Like at Pop Century, the kiddie pool is less exciting. It's just a little wading pool, no sprinklers or anything, but it is gated like all the way around.
Yeah.
So if you have a runner,
Man, you got a runner. Oh, they're gonna be caged.
yeah, they're gonna be caged,
Locked in
which
the
is
cage.
which is what I like. I'm more comfortable. It's just not as exciting. This is the Big Blue Pool. There is a kiddie pool on the other side as well as a playground. We can walk over there, I guess, right? We don't need to go back inside.
No. It's also, too, the big thing about this pool, other than the fact that it's blue, is there are speakers inside the pool. So that you can actually hear the music under the water.
Under the water. You know, for a while they didn't work though. I hope they're working.
I think that's what that refurb was for a while
Okay.
back. Now, we stayed at this resort several times. I have yet to swim in the Big Blue Pool. Shame on me, I guess.
I don't know I don't know why. I think when we stayed at the Little Mermaid rooms, we just swam in that pool because it was more convenient.
Swim in that pool. I think that whenever
We swam in the pool.
Whenever we've stayed here, it's basically been just to go to the parks.
Yeah, but
Or
we
it
did
was- or like
swim.
that quick, the 2-night stay when we stayed at the car suite.
Yes.
But that was like a last minute thing. I was like, oh my God, look at this deal.
We booked it. We were driving back from Missouri
Yeah.
and we
It just popped up. It was like, well, let's go.
we booked it because we didn't book ahead of time because I wasn't I've driven straight through plenty of times, but that time every time I'm always like, I want to give myself the option to stop if I need to.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it anymore,
Again,
though.
the chaos that we live in,
Yes.
where we're just like, we're not going to plan something ahead of time because something could go wrong.
Because,
That's just happens. Like you say, you get your ducks all lined up in a row.
yeah,
And, well, guess what?
they run away.
Those ducks don't need to be there. You get your ducks all lined up in a row, and next thing you know, you got to go upstairs. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so this is the kiddie pool. You can see the little sprinklers. The water is not deep. Just a splash pad, honestly. But it's not gated from the main pool. Yeah, it is just a splash pad. Actually, there's no pool at all. At least Pop, it's a little pool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably about, I mean, like I said, like in the Pop Central video, probably just enough, just deep enough for a kid to sit in and be submerged to their waist. Or if your kid can crawl, probably just deep enough for your kid to crawl through.
Yeah.
I mean, put in this perspective, I have a size 14 foot. If I sit down in the Pop Century kiddie pool, my toes will stick out. So.
This is the little play area. Our kids do love this.
Our kids are playground connoisseurs.
I know. I don't know. I don't know why.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think because we've taken our kids to Disney Universal Studios so much, they look forward to the playgrounds more than anything else.
Yeah,
I have to bribe them to get on a ride
it's
that's
true.
near the playground that they want to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was the playground Mission Space. I didn't even know they had a
I know.
I don't go on Mission
I
Space a
know.
lot.
We're not gonna. Are we?
It's just, I mean,
So, okay, let's just tell the story really quick so they don't think we're crazy. Okay, the issue is like one time, many years ago, one of my daughters and I rode Mission Space, and we did the the orange. Not a good idea. And the thing is like, I never expected that to make me sick because nothing makes me sick. Rides don't make me sick. Nothing bothers me. Yeah, that bothered me. So then I never went on it again. So then last year, maybe,
yeah.
we decided to go on the green side, take the kids. Well, now our kids, Titan wants to go on that ride all the time. I don't think that's a ride that I want to go on all the time. But anyway, we did it. And then at the end, we were like, oh, there's a playground. So I'm sort of ashamed of myself that I didn't know. But I hadn't been on it in, oh my God,
I mean,
years.
I hadn't been on it for, well, let's see. We've been together. We've been around each other for 10, so it's been probably about 11 years since I've been on it. I don't even
Yeah.
remember walking through the playground. You literally
yeah.
have to walk through it to get out of the building.
Yeah, so our kids, so also because our kids, all they want to do is play on a playground every time we go to EPCOT. Well, EPCOT had 2 different playgrounds plus that. So we have to make our kids understand that we're going to go do whatever we're there for, and then the playground is last. So that's where we are on that.
Except for Calypso. Calypso's all about that food.
Yeah, that's your kid for sure.
And they like the Kit Kats.
Yeah, they do like the Kid Cots, which usually we're like, okay, go get it. But sometimes we get tired of stopping.
Because they have so many of them.
It's-
Like, guys,
I know, they bring them home. They literally don't even take them out of the bag when they get home. That's the thing. Then they're just sitting in their room. I'm like, what are we doing?
it's the same thing with the Wilderness Explorers. Like, they always want to do
Yeah.
the Wilderness Explorers. They get to about 3 of them, and then we're done. Then they want to do it all over again.
It does get a little monotonous. But anyway. Well, I think that's going to do it for today, right?
Sure.
Be sure to like this video, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. And we don't know what we're doing next. No idea. It's so busy at the parks right now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be it's not that it wouldn't be enjoyable. It's just I don't really care for too many people, and then you can't really get on anything.
Yeah, you can't do anything, and people sometimes act a fool. But if there's any resorts or anything like that that you guys want to see, anything you have questions about, just let us know in the comments down below.
Or any comment on any video.
Yeah. So, I guess we will see you next time on This Time.